それでは、司会進行は引き続き、会場医さんが担当させていただきます。よろしくお願いします。で、続いてのゲームは Get to Work ですね。こちらのゲームは、解説の方が、今のところいらっしゃっておりません。というわけでね、このゲーム知ってるよという方、いらっしゃればね、コメント欄であったりだとか、ジャパニーズリストリームのディスコードサーバーの方に参加していただいてね、飛び入りで、解説していただければなと思います。あれですよね。一時期すごい話題になってた、3D 演算を使った、全身ローラーコースター男が仕事を得るために滑走していくゲームでしたよね、確かね。一応 RTA 見たことあるんですけど、道なき道というか、一応そこまで想定されてステージ組まれてるんだっていうのが、すごいよくわかるゲームでしたね、通常プレイみたいな感じで一応やっていくと結構複雑な手順で登っていくんですけど、その RTA 専用の道みたいなのがあって、勢いつけて、飛んでいって、一気に山頂に到着するみたいなことやったりとかね。
Or enough vaccine to immunize 13 children against measles, and that's just $5. Going up to $10, it's enough vaccine to immunize 45 people against poliovirus. $75 can buy enough vaccine to immunize 208 children against measles during a deadly outbreak. And $250 can buy one portable basic surgery kit sufficient for most examinations of complex wounds. So just, again, I really want to thank you all so much for your generous donations. I mean, without us, Doctors Without Borders cannot do the amazing work that they do worldwide. Because for more than 50 years, their medical teams have been reaching those caught in crisis, from armed conflict to devastating earthquakes, with rapid response care. Donors make it possible for them to provide medical treatment to more than
一応カテゴリーの方がね、これグリッチレスってなってるんですけど、グリッチあるんですかね、これ。そこ全然知らないんですけど、壁抜けとかあるってことなんですかね、これ。抜けるの壁。どうなんでしょう、壁が抜けるのか、あれかな、オブジェクトのアンロードとか利用して、すっ飛んでいくみたいなことするのか、なのかな。どうなんでしょう。ちなみに、ビジュアルがね、結構すごいというか、手足にローラースケート、ローラーシューズ、履いて、滑走してくっていうね、なかなか絵面がすごい、あれをね、見るんですけど、一応、実際にあるんですよね。そういうスポーツみたいな、あれが。流行ったのかどうかはよく知らないんですけど、実際に手足にローラーやって、四つん這いになって、滑走していくっていう、遊び方は存在します。実際はローラースケートを手にはめ込むわけじゃないんですけど。一応あるそうですよ。グリッチレスのグリッチは、賄賂とか、ゴマすりの可能性はあるかもしれないですね。あと袖の下を渡してね、昇進グリッチを得るかもしれない。でも実際あれですよね。日本が全部そうとは言いませんけど、変にね、昇格しちゃっても、昇進昇格しちゃっても、あれですからね、仕事は増えても給料で増えないんでね、そこそこの、地位に収まって、そこそこの仕事量で、いい感じに給料をもらっておくのが一番ね、楽な気はしますね。
Welcome back, everyone, to Summer Games Done Quick 2025, raising money for
お腹にもスケボーみたいなのつけるやつ。なんかそういうのもありましたね。なんか結構似たような感じの。どうなんでしょうね。こういうのもエクストリームスポーツに入るのかどうかっていうのはわかんないんですけど、なんかみんなローラー好きだよねみたいな。人類みんな言うし、ローラーつけて滑走するの好きですよねみたいなところはあるけど。ちなみになんかローラースケートとインラインスケートの違いみたいなのがね、一応なんかあるそうなんですけどね。インラインスケートは一列に車輪配置されてるやつが一応インラインスケートっていうやつで、ローラースケートはその靴にローラーがついてれば全部ローラースケートなので、ローラースケートの中にインラインスケートは含むっていうあれみたいですね。
We need to have that done by the start of the
でも皆さんどうですか？インラインスケートとかローラースケートって言われてあれねってなる世代なんですか？定期的に流行ってた記憶はありますけど、なんかねっていう最近は流行ってない気がします。最後に流行ったのいつでしょうね。
Alright. Hello!
というわけで画面来ました。
Alright. So, my name is Mitchriz. You may know me from such hit speedruns as Sekiro All Bosses Glitchless or Sekiro Blindfolded. But today, we're getting to work. So this is a kind of a rage game. It's all about getting to the top of the corporate ladder, climbing the
なんか
corporate
この
ladder.
人赤狼の RTA もしてた人なのかな？なんか自分も今赤狼って言ってたの。
here because there's way too much to explain. We don't have time to stop and listen to all the things that are going on. But it's an awesome game, super fun, excited to run it. And here with me, I have my commentator in person.
Hello, I'm Maxie Lobes. I run a lot of horror games, some variety and stuff. I'm here to cheer Mitch on.
Let's go. And we also have an online commentator, Steven.
なんかいわゆる供養系ゲームだよみたいなことを今説明してましたね。
I'm the founder of Visto Inc. and we made Get to Work.
ツボ王子じゃなくてローラー王子ということで。
I am the floating voice. You won't see my face, but I am here in spirit.
Yes, and he is so amazing. Steven not only made this game, and it's an awesome game, but also he put out a speedrun bounty when the game first came out, and then made a speedrun
history が20分ということでね、このゲームなんか普通にプレイしてると4時間ぐらいかかってた記憶あるんですけど、一体どんなね、とんでもルートを走り抜けるのか気になります。
commentary during this run so that I can concentrate, because this run is very fast. Back to back to back to back skips. So I have to just concentrate. I'm going to let him do it. It's going to be developer commentary like you've never seen before. You've probably seen developers go, wow, I didn't know you can do that. Steven's going to go, oh yeah, no, we found that in the testing. We tried to patch it out. It didn't work, things like that. So it's going to be a really, really fun one. And with that, I'm going to load into the game, and then time is going to start once I start moving. So I will count us in for when I start moving. So as soon as we load in here. All right, we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Okay. So like he mentioned, it is a game about climbing the corporate ladder. It is a smooth, flowy, physics-based
もうなんかもう絵面がね、もう絵面がこれなんですけど。
We built everything kind of like a skate park, so you can ride stuff like he's doing here with his first skip, the parkade skip. So he's flipping up and actually getting up to the top of this where he can skip a vast majority of the section.
もうなんか悪いことしようとしてる気がす
And
る。
hit these jump pads. We actually put these in for speed.
本来はあんまり使わないようなルートなんですけど、今みたいにですね、これ普通に設置されてない使わないだろうみたいな部屋の四隅とかにさっきみたいなジャンプ台とか置いてくれてたりとかで、なんか悪いことしたいだろうお前らみたいなのを作者さんに読まれてるゲームですね。
Doing his first interview skip where it takes him directly into the pendulums. These swinging platforms, you can actually chain it together, but they're very tricky to do. So he's probably going to play it safe and skip through all of these. Mostly the world record holders try to do this, but Mitchriz wants to get through this.
これがアシナの
He's feeling a little zesty. He might try one or two. We'll see. Oh, very nice. And he gets through it, and he's going to be heading to the job offer. Now, in the job offer, he's trying to line up his position, because when he grabs the job offer, we lock the controls and force you into a ragdoll. He doesn't want to hit those
さ
big
あなんか
edges.
ポスト用意するよみたいな感じだ
Into
っ
his
たんですけど
parents'
不採用
basement, and he gets his warehouse
不採
training
用だったみ
job.
たいですね
Now, a fun fact about this section, he's going to make it look easy. It's actually incredibly precise and tight timing. We did this very intentionally. We actually found that if players in their training section with
さ
their
あというわ
learning
けで
ropes,
新たなる職場は
get
職を
through it
求め
too
て
quickly, they actually really struggle in the later sections.
職を
So we
求め
made
て
it really hard.
どうしてこんな
Now,
動きになるん
he's
だろ
going
う
to be heading to the warehouse where he's going to be doing the most important skip.
いやまあこれが出社用高速移動形態なのかもしれないですね。考古学で日本だと銃構えるのはね基本良くないことですからね。やはりこれが一番日本のスタイルに合ってるのかもしれない。
He's going to shoot you much further up, where he's going to land here and chain it together with another top grab.
Oh, missed it.
Oh, just missed. That's okay. He can get around it. Now you'll notice this is a pretty big warehouse.
さあ次のところ
In
に
fact,
もうなんか正規ルートがどう合ってるのか全くわかんないんですけど
200 meters, so quite large, but there's a lot of open space, and if you know what you're doing, you can get back really quickly. Unlike most casual players,
なんかちょっと
Mitchriz
失敗したっぽくて戻ってき
clutching
た
up.
感
He's
じで
going
す
to
か
try
こ
the
れ
top grab skip again
高さが足りなかったのか
and
なさっ
lands
きの
it just perfectly. Now he's in the A-frame section. I'm actually
新たな場所に来ましたちょっと通りづらそうなところですね
Take it away.
Thank you so much. We have $25 from Kona Rican who says, Ever
どうし
since
て
I
こんな
watched the
通勤路が
devs
用意
video
されてるんです
talking
か
about the speedrun contest they held for their own game, Get to Work has been my most anticipated game to watch this event. Good luck, Mitch, and let's keep the donations going. And $50 from All-in-One Mighty who says, Hey, Mitch and Maxie, two of my favorite streamers on the
こん
same
なね
run.
知らないよ
Who
こんな
else
通
can I
勤経
ask?
路みたいにやってる人もたくさんいるかもしれません
Thank
が
you so much.
Yeah,
皆
that's
さんが
time
電車
for
通
a
勤
couple
とか
more.
してる間にも
Especially-
こうして頑張って通勤してる
Hold
人
on,
がいるかもしれま
Wait,
せん
concentration.
Fling!
Okay, now we got time for one
あ
or
ー
two
落ち
more.
ちゃう落ちちゃう登った復帰力が強いです、ね、
$25 from Happy-ish Gamer who says, One of my favorite speedruns that I've ever seen Mitch do, had to stay up late to see it during GDQ. Get that promotion, Mitch. Also, we only have $51 left to get to that Henry Hotline cutscene incentive for Finding Frankie. It's coming up very soon. We can do it by the end of this run, right, gang?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
さあこれで
he is now an
さら
unpaid
に
intern. What an honor! And he's going to be heading into what's called the 4 floors.
来ましたね
Now, the way the 4 floors works is you actually loop around and
And don't
sometimes
fall.
fall.
Ah.
Don't fall. It's okay. I'll talk about this. We actually made these again really precise. There's only one way to hit them, and Mitch knows them really well, so he can get through them. And
ちょっと
quickly
怖い
recovers
怖い
back
怖い
into
怖い
the 4
登っ
floors.
た
So the 4 floors, they loop around, and every time you do a loop, you actually get a little bit higher, so you can drop into this ramp and get a little bit more speed. He actually skips a lot of the loop. He's just going to go around, cheat the momentum by doing this flip grab, and now he's
あまあ結
already up 3 floors.
構
He's
ま
going
だ
to
でもこれ
use this
どうなんでしょう
jump
あと
himself all the way
10
up
分くらいで終わるっ
to
てことで
the
すよね
4th
これ
floor. He's basically skipped this entire
フ
section.
ロア4に来た
And now he's going to head
一気に
into
行きましたね
my favorite skip. I looked in my notes. Apparently, someone initially called it the Fat Audi skip. Most people call it the pillar bump skip. So he's going to enter this ramp really low, exit it really high to give him the maximum amount of speed. He's going to launch off this pillar, grab that ledge, and get it
ちょっと
right. Very nice.
なんかちょっとずるい
He'll be
とこ
promoted
通
to
った
junior financial analyst, or most people call this the giant cogs section. So you're going to notice these giant cogs spin you around. Our intention was to actually have you spin around and around, but he's
なんか裏
optimizing the
に
living
通
heck
さ
out
れ
of
て
it
ますね
and is grabbing really early so he doesn't have to do a full rotation. So the intention is to grab low and do as least rotations as possible.
なんでこん
Most
な
of
と
our
ころに連
players
れて
during
こ
their
られてるんですか
playtests actually found that they really like this section because these cogs give you a maximum amount of height. They really fling you
これが
into
社
the
会の
air.
ハクレな
So
物
he's going
理
to be hitting his final cog and using all of this momentum in air.
お前も歯
hit the
車にしてやる
popular
って
and
言ってるんだよ
infamous
ということ
wine
で
mixer skip. Again, we built it like a skate park, so there's a lot of ramps and curves, and so if he
歯
lands,
車ゾーン抜けました
he
か
can
これ
ride
は
the wall, flip over and grab the ledge, and he's
なんかすごい勢いを利用してなんか本来行かないようなとこ通ってった
He's
気
gonna
がする
ride
今
this pretty normally, so I think we can squeeze in one
で
quick
も本
grenade.
来行かないようなところ
Well,
な気はするん
actually,
ですけ
I
ど、
have
まあなんか
amazing news
一応
because
復
we
帰用
have
に
hit
用意され
that
てるの
Henry
かな。
hotline
なん
cutscene
か
for
明らかに
finding
危ないもの
that
が置いて
run
ありま
is
すけど。
very soon. Congratulations,
Bumper
everyone.
daddy.
Thank you so much for your generous donations to get that met.
あれですね、本来の通勤ルートじゃないところに行くという、を通って時短するという、現場の知恵ですね。 現場の知恵ですね。現場、グレーゾーンで通すやつですね。
922 common household spoons stacked on top of each other. Fun fact, the more you know. So what he's trying to do is he's doing
さあ、
two
新しいとこ
skips
来ま
back
し
to
た
back.
ら、もうなんかすごい。
Up past the first level, he's
な
gonna
んか
head
す
up
ご
to
い
the
けど
second
勢いで
level.
全部ご
Again,
まかしてった。
momentum, really important. He can't stop. He's gonna ride the normal route and then veer off. Hits one, hits two. He's gonna veer off the normal intended route, launch off this curve ramp, and skip right through. Congratulations, he's now a middle manager. So the middle manager section is very maze-like. It is two major sections. There's a pyramid and then a giant slope. Probably none of it, which you will see because these sneaky
さあも
speed
う、
runners
あと
manage to
5
find a
分
way
どう
to
なんで
skip
しょう。まだもう、嘘でしょ。
But I do want to tell you that the player is actually a
順
giant
風
ball
満帆に見え
rolling
ま
around.
し
So
た
the
けど、
physics system sees you as a
落ちま
giant
したね。
ball. This is really important for this next section because there's a tiny edge here, and when he hits it, it looks like he's jumping, but he's actually just bouncing off of it, and now he's off to
落ちた
another
という
top
ことは、
grab
一
skip.
体ここは
Very
今どこにいるので
precise.
しょうね。
Manages to hit it first try. Usually you bounce into the obstacle. He's going to ride around this ramp and skip up through the pyramid and up into this section. He has skipped a huge amount, and most players don't get this far. And he's going to do a very risky section here for casual players. If you fall here, you have to go all the way back down. But Midge is not missing a beat, and he is now hitting the leave skip. So he's going to hit this jump pad. He's going to skip the slingshot, land onto this flat, use that momentum to get to the next slingshot, ride the ramp, and he's going to be hitting
もうどこが正規ルートなのかな、
section, which leads
正
him
規ルー
into
ト
the
どこ
second hardest skip, the white ramp skip. Now this one is not a
まあでも
top
ここ
grab, surprisingly.
さっきから絶対道なき道みたいなところ全部通ってるんですけど、全部想定されてそうなのがすごいです
Very
ね。
precise. He's going to try and land on this white ramp.
このマップ作った制作者さん、ほんとすごいですね。ここまでなんか、いろいろと様々なルートを取れるように作ってあるの、ほんとすごいですよね。
Like I had mentioned before, very tricky, very tricky to do. There's only so much wiggle room, which is why he has to land so early on this slingshot. So he's going to try it again, get the perfect
1ミスしちゃっ
distance,
た
perfect
ので
speed.
ま
He's
た
gonna
こ
land
こ
onto
か
the
ら
right
やり
ramp,
直しを。
hit it up, bounce off of this.
I'll do a
and
backup. I'll do a backup.
slow.
Yeah, sometimes if
The
you just
backup-
if you
Oh,
get
you
any
can't-
little catching on anything there, it doesn't quite work. You need so much speed. The backup here is also a little inconsistent, so hopefully I can get it first try, but basically just trying to build up as much speed as I can to bounce up and... Oh, first try. Easy.
Nice.
There we go.
Good,
な
great
んか悪い
recovery.
ことしよ
Blue
うと
ramp
して
skip
いる
there.
わけではない。まあグリッチレスなん
Now
で
this kid all
悪い
got
ことはないは
skipped
ずなんで
knew
すけど
about。this and thought it wasn't possible and found out day one that it was very possible.
その
So
終わっ
again,
た
he's
の
going to
で
head in,
ま
hit
た
the
新
top
しい
grab skip, just barely
場所に
misses
来ま
it,
したね。
but this is an easy recovery because this section is going to be massive. You can see how powerful the top grab skips is, and he just skips all the way up here and heads into the department head section, where he's going to be doing the jump pad bonk skip. Now, I wanted to mention a little bit more about how this works because later in this run, he's going to be trying the hardest
あ
skip,
ちょっ
which is the
と
quit skip.
なんか
And it
あ
does
れで
require
す
a little
ね
bit of
内
context
装が
here.
すごい豪華
What
な
he's
ところに
doing
来
is
ま
the
したよ
jump
これ。
pad actually launches you at the same velocity
これは
and
待遇が良くなった
speed
ので
every
は
single time, no matter what height you're coming from, unless you hit it from below, which is not something we had initially intended, but they figured it out, and now it's part of the run. So what he's going to be doing for the quint skip, which coming up later, is he's going to be losing all of his momentum in order to get below the jump pad. I'll explain it once he gets through this section. This section is pretty standard. He skips a couple jumps, but introducing another top trap skip that's going to be
さああと
a
7
little
分ぐらい
tricky.
でゴールにたどり着くはず
Quite
で
get
すが
it in.
ここどこ
Lows.
あ
Quick recovery.
あ
Not that big of a fall, so we're okay. He's going to be leading into the quint skip. So while he's still recovering, I do want to talk about the Quinn skip a little bit. It happens really quickly. It's a little hard to follow, but basically what he's going to be doing is he's going to be falling really far down. And normally when you fall this far down, you would splat, which loses all of your momentum. But if he lands, and this is a tricky one, he has to avoid this platform, lands on top,
さあ
very
このルー
nice.
ト開発にどれほどの出勤王子が
He's going to fall
携わ
really
って
far
いるの
down.
かというとこ
He's
ろ
going
で
to
すね
catch his fall by grabbing. If you grab it perfectly, it prevents you from splatting. Okay, here we go. He's going to land onto the jump pad, get a ton of height.
さあ
This
新
is
たな
basically
とこ
winding
ろ
him
に
up,
来ましたね
and he has to
ここどこ
avoid
で
the
すか
jump pad, get below it, perfect grab, up to the left, bounces. He needs to hit below
おっ
it.
と
He
なんか
can't hit the
おっ
jump pad.
となんか
So
何かすごい
high.
ショートカットしているけど多分これも正規ルートなんだろうな想定されてるんだろうなこれ
Yep.
And this is
Plan
a
is to try a
massive,
few more
massive
times, probably
明
till
らかに想定されな
maybe
くな
around
さ
a
そう
minute
に
or
見
two
えるん
more
ですけ
trying,
ど
and then I do have some
あんな
backups,
と
but
ころ
yeah,
にいい
it
感
is
じに
a
貼
tough
って
skip.
おいてあるのはなんか
Okay, here we go.
想定さ
Landing
れてそう
down,
な気が
catches
し
his
ます
fall, bounces up.
It's pretty good.
Okay, this skip's
想定
okay.
されてないか、悪いこと考えるやつならこれ悪用するだろうというお CEO が見えてきた
I'll try one more time.
Massive fall.
あー CEO が届か
Yeah,
な
now
い
this is a big room. The whole
そう
room
簡
from
単に
top to bottom
CEO
is
にはなれ
actually
ない
222 meters. And if you're curious, that's 1,850 slices of bread.
That's a lot of
793 roast
bread.
beef sandwiches.
Wait, but how are those?
このパッドが一応自分の速度にある程度比例して
Are they on top of each other?
なんか
top to top.
Tops. Okay,
ジャンプ
okay.
力を増すっぽいので
Like
な
a
んかいい
normal
感じに
sandwich.
加速して
Yeah,
飛ん
if
で
you
っ
were
て
trying
る
to
んです
measure
ね
a 222 meter
そう
building.
壁にぶつかっちゃいけないのでなんか
Yeah,
ちょっと位置調整
Which you
が
would
難
do
し
with
そうで
bread.
すね
You absolutely would. Okay, here we go. One more try. Incredibly technical. Converts the momentum up.
CEO への道は
Close.
長く
Just a
険
little
し
low.
い
So close.
All right, I'm gonna go for the
そう簡
backup
単に
here.
な
So
なってたまる
it's
から
a version of the skip that actually I found is the only skip in this game that I found. I'm gonna try to land on the side of this ramp here.
いやーでもこんなにいろいろと復帰ル
Climb
ート
up
考
into
え
it
ら
to
れて
get
る
a
の
bit
す
of
ごい
that
ですね
upward speed into it, and then use that to get to this one where I bounce off the side to once again go upward into it and make it to the recovery. Let's go.
Very nice. So for the rest of this, he's just riding normally. So I think this is a great time to say thank you to the amazing speedrun community who both broke my brain when I released the game and they beat it in every way possible, but also has been
あ
an
なんか
amazing
CEO ルー
support.
ト
Really elevated the
が
game.
一回ちょっ
So
と安定に切り
huge
替え
shout
る
out to
感じ
you
かなこれ
guys. And I did want to take this time to promote the game just a little bit. We have a massive DLC coming out Monday, July 14th, which is coming up in 7 days. So if you are thinking about the game, if you like this speed run, you think the game is cool, now's your
あ
chance
あ
to
落ち
try
る
it.
落ちる落ちる落ちる落ちる落ちる落ち
I'll
る
let you close this out.
Okay, yeah, we have one final jump here. It is intended by the developers, and it is surprisingly difficult.
なんかファイナルジャンプって聞こえてきたので多分なんか最後の大出世出世ジャンプを見れる気がします
Hopefully, I'll only take the one. And we've got it. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, time is coming up in just a second. As soon as I hit yes on the final thing here, and time. There it is.
ああ GG です
Yeah, I want to shout out the entire Get to Work speedrunning
さあというわけ
community.
で CEO になりまし
It
た
really has been an awesome and active community. There was a new world record set for this very run today, or I guess it's officially yesterday now because we're like over midnight. But anyway, it was really recent. It's still going onward. I want to shout out, a bunch of streamers have played this on played this on their stream, and even tried speedrunning it. So it really is a fun and popular
なんか
game
昨日
for some of that.
ワールド
So
レ
if
コー
you
ドと
have
更新された
not
み
done
たいなことを
anything
今
with
言ってるっ
speedrunning
ぽ
or
いです
anything
ね
with these
すごいですね
rage
まだこ
games,
のゲ
this
ー
is
ム
definitely a game I would recommend
極
checking
め
out.
ていく人た
It's
ちが
a
い
lot
るみ
of
たいですね
fun. Even for somebody who's a little more, casual with it, it can still be really awesome to learn some of these skips, keep your momentum. It's all awesome. And again, once again,
まあ
big
確
thank
か
you
に
to
この
Steven
ゲー
for
ム
being on. And yeah, I'm so excited for that
ゲッティン
DLC
グオー
to
バーイッ
drop
ト
on
通
Monday.
通称
There's
つぼ押しみたいな
another
感じで
$500 prize for
と
whoever
同
can
じで
beat the
道
DLC
中
the
ね
fastest,
いろいろと
because he said it's gonna be that hard,
天の
that
声に
like, oh, it's gonna be
煽られたり
difficult
とか
for
ね
anyone
なんか
to
いろん
win.
なこと言われたりと
Come
か
on,
ねしたはずな
I'll
ので
take the $500.
気になる方は
Thank you,
日本
Steven,
語
for
版
giving
プレイ
me
もできたはずなので
$500
スチーム
for
版で
free
発売し
with
てい
releasing your
ると
DLC.
思うの
But
でね
yeah, we'll see how
ぜ
that
ひ
goes.
プレイ
And
してい
thank
た
you
だ
once
けれ
again
ばと
to
思います
GDQ for hosting us.
僕はプレイしたことないんですけどね、やってる人見てね、鬼畜ナインドにね、ずっとお腹抱えて笑っ
Any
て
other
ます。
shout outs,
Thank
Steven?
you guys. No, you guys did great.
解
Amazing.
説者さんが、開発者
All
さんの
right, and
方だ
so
っ
with
たんで
that,
す
I
ね。
think we are out. Thank you for having
な
us.
るほど。
Bye
あ
bye.
りがとうございます。はい、という
Wow,
わ
I
けで、
feel extremely
Get to
fulfilled
Work
having climbed the
でし
corporate
た。
ladder. Thank you so much,
では
Mitchriz, for
次
that
のゲーム
amazing
の
head to
準備
work
があり
ride.
ますの
The
で、
rest of you,
一度
please
失礼
grab a
い
snack,
たし
get
ま
hydrated,
す。
get your jammies on if it's bedtime. You know, just we'll be right back. We'll be right back. We've got some love coming in for that last run. Alex and Dad donate $10, staying up to watch Mitchriz climb the corporate ladder. How cool is it to have the dev commentate on a speedrun, right? $25 from Wiley Willie, who says, remember to use those Prime subs. That's right, everyone. Excuse me. Subs and bits go to GDQ to support our year-round content such as Hotfix and Frank Vital's events. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free sub you can use to help support your favorite creators. And speaking of the Frame Fatales, GDQ is proud to host Frame Fatales, a community of women and femmes interested in speedrunning, charity events, and gaming. In addition to our 2 flagship events, we have a supportive community Discord with activities year-round, including Game of the Month and randomizer events. Our next FF event is Flame Fatales 2025, running from September 7th through the 14th, benefiting Malala Fund. To check out the schedule and learn